Hello guys, Cow Juice, PK Fish Keeping. I haven't been live in a while, so forgive me if it's not going smooth, but I'm trying my best here. 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗶𝗲𝘀𝘀. Yes, unexpected live stream. I'm just a little bit bored in the fish room right now. I've got a lot of, let me show you guys. A lot of, what's this plant called? Can I flip this camera? I don't think, oh yeah, I can flip it. So I've got a lot of this 𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗀𝘀𝘀𝘀. Hello from Malaysia. I've got a lot of 𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗀𝘀𝘀 that I've got to tie onto some lava rocks. I've got some small lava rocks in here. Singapore, oh, 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗶𝗀𝘀𝑆, hello. From Indonesia, nice to see all of you from all around the world. We've got some people from Thailand as well. Yes, it's nice to be live. I want to try to do more of these sometimes. So the other day I was taking out some 𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗀𝘀𝘀 that was in that tank over there. I'm working on a video right now, but this 𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗀𝘀𝘀 was just growing like crazy and you couldn't even see into the tank, so I trimmed a lot of it, and right now I just want to try to propagate it. So that's what I'm working on right now. The fish room's a mess. I had a package here today and just had it shipped out for someone, but I had to do a lot of weighing and repackaging to make sure that everything goes well with the shipping. But now I can get back to my normal work. Alright, let me see some of these comments. I apologize if I don't get to every one of you, but oh, it's 𝗲𝗾𝗾𝗀𝗀𝘀𝘀. Hello, how are you? Oh, we've got people from Germany. Very nice. Portugal. Yes, be sure to hit that thumbs up. It helps a lot. Wow, very nice to see all of you. Even from Nepal, that's amazing. Alright, so I'm using this little product. This is like an incredible tool to have to help you tie things onto lava rocks and driftwood. So man, if I start doing this, I thought it would be a good idea to live stream and work at the same time, but then I won't be able to reply to. I didn't think that there would be so many people coming on this live stream. Now I've got a runny nose. Mexico City. Oh, is it called a tying bobbin? I think it's commonly used in fishing, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you can get these at fishing stores. But now they have aquarium shops selling these. And right now a company that I'm working with called 𝗶𝗂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝘀 makes their own ones, and it's really good. I found it really useful because this cotton reel, it doesn't like go around everywhere. I know people who will stick this in like a mug so that this thing doesn't like roll all over the place, but having this thing is good because you can weave in all the leaves and you won't damage the leaves as you tie. Now I'm losing focus, but alright, let me check the comments one more time before I start working. Let me fix my nose. My nose is irritating. Alright, so this is the thing. It's called the plant's reel. And you can see how it's used there. And then on the back, I think there's also like kind of instructions. It's in Japanese, but it's quite useful. I like this. So if you don't know 𝗲𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗲𝘀𝘀, you can follow them on Instagram. They're still relatively, they don't have very many products in the aquarium side of the hobby, but I think they're trying to work on growing it, and yeah, I'm trying to help them as well. They produce a very good soil for growing aquatic plants. It's very similar to the ADA Amazonia soil, which I really like, but it's much cheaper, so that's a good thing. So if you have Instagram, make sure to go check out 𝗲𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝘀. We're trying to increase their followers. I want to help them out. They're a really good company here in Japan, and still small, so yeah. How do you check this live stream? I usually don't live stream on my phone, so I don't know how this thing works, but we've got 39 people in the chat, which is nice. Alright, I'm gonna keep working since I don't know where the chat is. Alright, so what I've learned is you go like 2 or 3 rounds around the thing you're tying first, so that even if you pull it, the string won't come loose. ADA Gold is discontinued. The orange, not so good for carotene. What does that mean? What time is it in Japan? It is 4:57 p.m. Just about to turn 5 p.m. Oh yes, for tying flies for fly fishing. Nice. Are you still doing badminton? No, I'm not doing badminton. I do play tennis. Oh, you've been binging my fish store tours. Thank you, thank you. I really hope those tours are interesting for all of you guys. The tours are like kind of what got me into doing YouTube. I just wanted to see people do more like fish store and fish room tours. So that's kind of why I started. That's one reason why I started doing it, because I just enjoy visiting all the places and sharing it. Alright, I'm not sure how long I'll be on this live stream for today, but try to be on for another 30 minutes while doing this. I was hoping to get more of this done, but I think that's unlikely. Did I just see like California is 11:58 p.m. Wow, it's late. Oh, wasn't there an earthquake in California? I just saw the news today. That's a big earthquake. I hope everyone's alright there. I don't know where the sniffles came from. I was fine until like just 10 minutes ago, which is annoying, but this plant is really tough to tie because all the leaves are so serrated. There's so many cuts in them, and the string just keeps getting caught. From Cambodia, why don't you make videos on guppy fish? Because I don't have any guppies. I do like them, but I just don't have any. And in Japan, like guppies are popular, but rice fish are even more popular. Since they can live outdoors all year long. But I don't know, I think I'm starting to lose a bit of interest in those like really small fish. I mean, I do like small fish, but like tetras and rasboras, I really like. I'm also starting to like platies and swordtails, but right now I just don't have plans to keep those. So here's one done. I like using small rocks because it's just easier to place. Like, say if I want to put it on a driftwood or on a larger rock, I can just put it on top and balance it, and then slowly it'll root itself. Have you chosen a style or any ideas for the next IPLC? Yes, I do have an idea. It's still in my mind. I haven't got to like drawing. I don't usually draw my scapes, but there's an idea in my head right now that I really want to get to work on. But right now I've got a tank set up for the 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝘀𝘀 contest, but I don't know, right now it's not in good condition, that tank. So I don't know if I'll even submit to the 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝘀𝘀 contest, but we'll see. Alright, next one. Look at how do I show this? Like, look at how nice those leaves look. This is it's not the regular 𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗀𝘀 that you see at the fish store. The leaves are much more sharp. So you can see like there's some where the rhizome is like totally bare. There's no leaves on them. That's because I trimmed it off. But new growth will start to come out from there, so you don't need to throw it away. Alright, let's get the next rock. Is that Philippine 𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗀𝘀? No, this is Guinea from Africa. 𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗀𝘀 Guinea narrow is what it's called in Japan. I don't understand why the chat like disappears at times. Maybe it's like once people stop talking for a moment, it goes away, but I'm not sure. I'll try to do more live streams like this. It's kind of fun. Alright, this one's not too bad. See, the less leaves there are, the easier it is to tie. Let's see how many I can get done. So I got one done before the live stream, and this is my second one on the live stream, so that's 3. We'll count the one that we did before the live stream as well. So this is the 3rd one. Perfect. Number 3. I wish this camera would show more. Oh my gosh, there's a piece of root on my screen. Oh, okay, so it just disappears. Your cichlid tank is beautiful. Which cichlid tank? What cichlid tank do I have? Oh, my African cichlid tank? Sound seems fine. Alright, thank you. Oh, I guess that's someone else, yeah, but hope the sound is fine. Vertical live streams get pushed out more. Are you serious? I was thinking of going vertical, but I chose to go the old school way. I do a lot of fish shop tours in Singapore. Yeah, I used to live in Singapore, and I still have some family in Singapore and friends as well. So I do visit there quite often. Alright. Clementi C328. Yeah, there's some nice fish stores there. Oh, Daniel from, yeah, okay. Color interior green, yeah. They have a few workshops. Even last year, I think, was it last year or early this year? There was a workshop by Naru Uchida from ADA, so it's nice that they have lots of workshops. My ultimate dream, I don't know if it's possible, but is to maybe one day start a fish store in Japan. But I don't know. Right now it's just like a dream, just words coming out of my mouth, but hopefully maybe stuff can happen. Alright, trying to find the right one. And this is tough. And the rhizomes are quite, oh, I didn't trim this. Alright, let me trim this up real quick. Have I ever been to Thailand? Yes, I've been to Thailand, but I haven't been there for aquariums. I went there when I was still teenager for a tournament. Yeah, it's a really nice place, but it's just too hot. Thailand, the only like memories I have of Thailand, well, I mean, I have memories from being in Thailand, but the only like when you say Thailand, the first thing that comes to mind is the heat. It's just a different kind of intense heat there. It's just so hot, almost like can kill you. So, yeah. And if you don't know, Singapore is also really hot. Right now, I think it's the monsoon season, the rainy season, so it's a bit cooler, but it's just hot all year round and humid. And so I'm used to the hot weathers, but when I went to Thailand, it was just another kind of hot. And yeah, I didn't really like that, so I don't know, maybe I gotta get up more into the mountains where it's cooler. Like Chiang Mai. Oh, hello from Mexico. The other day, I think I might have... Did I meet some people from Mexico at the ADA event? I think I did. But yeah, I want to go on a world tour. Europe, South America, the US, Australia, visit all the cool fish stores. And people's fish rooms too, if they're willing to show them to me. So what's everyone doing right now? I see some people, it's morning for them, some it's late at night. Here's another one. This one doesn't have many leaves, but once you put this in the tank, let it sit for a few months, you'll start to see lots of new growth, so we don't mind the little guys as well. So you can see here, like there's one leaf that's pretty, I don't know how clear it is, but it's quite dark in color. We cut the unhealthy leaves off. Oh, Pahi, thank you. Yes, I'd like to visit your gallery. I always feel like I'm already in your gallery when I watch your Instagram videos. You do such a good job of showing your gallery, all your tanks and how it's all set up. It's really nice. If you don't know Pahi Aquarium, you guys should check him out. His aquascapes are really nice as well. Got butterfingers. Alright, let me do that again. The ADA event just a few weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago, was one of the most exciting events I've been to in a long time. I think probably in my life. Like, it was just so fun to meet so many people from around the world and who share the same passion as you do. And to get to speak English with everyone in a foreign language speaking country where everyone here speaks Japanese, and then I got to, because I don't speak English at all in Japan unless I'm making YouTube videos. So to get to speak English with a bunch of people in Japan was such an amazing feeling, and I really had a good 2 days. Well, actually 3 days, because I met people from the day before the event. So hopefully, if you guys get the chance to visit the ADA gallery, it's a very nice experience. And they're not open to the public. Is this my fourth? They're not open to the public, unfortunately. But if you follow them, they will have days where, like, special opening days, so you gotta follow them, and yeah, be sure to look out for those dates when they do open. Since COVID happened, I think before COVID, they were opened on weekends. Anyone could just walk into the gallery, take a look at the tanks. I'm not sure if you could buy products there, but yeah. But then since that pandemic happened, they closed down, and now in the last like 5 years, in the last 4 years actually, they've only been opened a total of 5 days. So last year they were open for 3 days, and this year they were open for 2 days. But this year you had to pay to get in, since it was like a party. The 𝗂𝘋𝘂𝘀𝗀 Nature Aquarium Party, which is what it was used to be called. This year they changed the name to the 𝗂𝘋𝘂𝘀𝘀 Festival. This one's cute. Look at those tiny little leaves sticking out of there. I wonder if we can add one more small clump to this. So if I use glue, it would probably be easier to attach it onto these rocks, but I just don't like using glue. It's very messy and gets the rock all like white. I just don't like that look. Did someone ask what plant shop is that? Which plant shop? Oh, what plant is that? 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝘀. Aquarium Co-op items not available in Singapore. Yeah, I guess they're not sending stuff to Singapore yet. Yeah, Green Aqua and MJ's Aquascaping was in the gallery. It was very nice to meet them for the first time. Yeah, when I met Green Aqua, it was like meeting a celebrity, because I've been watching Green Aqua since I think probably when I started YouTube. They were getting really popular, because I remember I was at my local fish store in Singapore, and then the owner of the fish store was like, "Oh, you gotta watch Green Aqua, you gotta watch Green Aqua," and I'm like, I think I knew who they were, but I wasn't that big into aquascaping, so I didn't really think much about it. But now that I look back at that time, I'm like, wow, Green Aqua was really big even back then. I think back then I only had like, I remember at that time I had 9,000 subscribers. I was so happy with 9,000 subscribers. And even now I'm like really happy that the channel has grown this big, and I want it to grow even more. But I remember those good old days back then. I would go to my fish store, local fish store, like almost every single day after school, and we just talk about aquariums and fish. Alright, I'm gonna cut some of the roots off of this. Just clean it up a bit. Let's see if we can attach this. It's quite a tricky one. I wonder when the last live stream was. I think the last live stream I did was probably when I was doing maintenance on my cryptocorin jungle that was actually sitting right here. I think that was more than a year ago. And I believe that was my last live stream, if I'm not mistaken. But I've always been thinking since then, like, I really want to do more live streams, but I don't know. I don't know why I just haven't done it. Maybe I'm too worried about like everything has to be right, like the camera angle and the thumbnail, the title, but this time I didn't even do that. I don't think I even put a title on this video, so I'm not sure. Yeah, more than a year ago. Yes, that tank is still in my house, inside, and there's algae growing on the grass. Algae growing on the glass. And there's blackbeard algae on the substrate as well, but it's an easy fix. I can clean that up easily. The fish are all doing amazing in that tank though. Here's another. Perfect. How much time do we have left? Alright, we have about 10-15 more minutes. Alright, let's see, let's chat a bit. Do I miss Singapore food? Every single day I do. I just want to eat chicken rice, bak kut teh, what else? Hokkien mee. Chili crab is amazing as well. It's alright. I don't want to work in a Singapore aquarium plant farm. I'd rather start a fish store in Japan. An aquarium store. Congratulations on my IAPLC contest. I don't know if you can say congratulations to that. It was decent. I mean, my first ever Iwagumi, so I'm quite happy. I'm pleased with it, but I think I could have done much better. So next year, let's work a little bit harder. And if you never entered the contest, you should try. Even with just a small tank, it's a good place to just try and have fun. Don't worry about the rankings. Like my first time entering the contest, my ranking was 1,240 something, I think. And then the year after that, I got top 100, which I was super pleased about. And then after that, the next 3 years after that, my rankings were in the 300s. So I got 350 something, then I got 360 something, then this year I got 309. But I'm really happy with that. I like that it's consistent, at least. At least it's not bouncing all over the place. Like 1 year I get top 100, then the next year I get 1,000. It's good to be consistent. Let me know, like, what is the closest fish store that you go to, like, in your area? Which fish store do you frequently visit the most? Like, how far is it away from you? Because in my place, there's not really many that's very close to me. Like, the closest one to me is maybe 10-minute drive, but it's not really a fish store. It's a pet shop with a fish section in it. And over the years, I've been talking to one of the staff there, and he's been like working really hard to get the fish section better. So I do go there quite often now. But like if I want to go to a fish aquarium specialty shop, it'll be about 40 minutes to an hour drive away. You like my DIY fish stand? It's a bit hard to get wood in Singapore. Yeah, I know. In Singapore, it's really hard to do DIY stuff. They don't have stores for that, like DIY shops, so that's the really tough thing about Singapore. But in Japan, you have these home centers, which is nice. Did someone say they like my 2023 contest layout? One of my most original works. Yeah, I guess so. That was very original. I like didn't try to copy anyone. And I went to nature. Like most contest high-end aquascapers, they like go out into nature and look for ideas, inspiration. So that's kind of what I did. I went out, saw these rice fields that were kind of stacked up, and try to create that in an aquarium, which I don't think there were people who did that before. I think probably like many years ago there's someone who did something similar, but mine was a totally different version of that, and I'm quite happy with that. It would have been nice if it got a higher ranking though, but can't complain about that. You gotta learn and move on. Oh yes, Mountain Nubius. I was really excited for that too. Like I've wanted to recreate it ever since I moved back to Japan. But I just, what was the reason? I just didn't have a tank to set it up in, and this time I just realized, all right, maybe I should just do it in my 60p aquarium and just use the Nubius that I have. So right now it's really bare, but it should slowly start to fill in. Right now there's algae in that tank, but that's to be expected. It's a new setup. So I've got some Amano shrimp cleaning up in there right now. Hopefully the plants grow in and create a nice mountain. We still need a name for that though. I'm thinking, I think I mentioned it in my video, but like Twin Peaks is the name that kind of sticks out to me because there's two mountains in there. So it's like just Twin Peaks, kind of like the Malaysia, the KL Twin Towers. Those nice skyscrapers, except we're doing it with mountains. Alright, perfect. This one was quite easy. Do you guys tie moss and epiphyte plants onto hardscape, or do you glue them? Because I only glue when I really have to. Like if it's my contest tank and the wood is too big to take out, or maybe the piece of rock is lodged and can't be taken out, so I'm forced to glue. But I don't know, I prefer tying. It's just cleaner. And that's the ADA way. ADA never glue stuff. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, we done. I think I'll do one more before we end this, but let me see some more comments. Oh, what is that emoji, that pink hand? Hello. How's my G-Shock? Well, my favorite G-Shock, the green one that I had about 4 years ago, that one just stopped working. I brought it to the repair center at G-Shock and they quoted me like $200 or something to fix it. And I decided if it's gonna cost that much, I'd rather just buy another G-Shock. And so I bought something that was like $150. And that one's good. I have it inside, I just didn't put it on today, but I really want another green watch. My favorite color, if you don't know, is green. I got this shirt from a good, not a shirt, but jacket from a good friend here. And I've been wearing it like almost every day because I really like the color. If you can't tell, the curtain. I wanted the curtains to actually be white because I kind of want this room to have a like white and brown feeling. Like white with brown accents. But then my auntie was like, you should just go with green because white will look too sterile and look like a hospital or something like that. So that's why I went with this green color, but I don't mind it. It's not bad. Let's see. New to aquascaping, do you recommend changing more than 20% water weekly in nano tanks? In nano tanks, probably 20% weekly is just right. You don't want to do too much because that can fluctuate the temperature, the parameters, so don't do too much. "15 to 20 minutes drive from away, both dedicated fish stores." That's very nice. It's not too far. Not many close to my area. It's a pet shop as well. Nearest actual fish shop would be 20-30 minutes, but that's also not too bad. Like maybe if you're going somewhere and the pet shop is on the way or maybe nearby, then you can just head over there just for a quick visit. That's what I do sometimes. It's quite nice just to take a detour and visit those fish stores. Let's see. Any tips on breeding rice fish? Just keep them outdoors. They'll breed when it's warmer. In the spring and summer is when they breed most. And just have those spawning mops. They'll lay a bunch of eggs. Make sure you have males and females. If you don't see any eggs, probably because you don't have females. I've never tried gluing. I prefer tying the plants. That's the best way, cow juice. What is it that I'm holding? Is it this thing? I mentioned this in the start of the video, but it's the plant reel. It helps tying plants really easy. So many aquarium people here. Yeah, that's amazing. 35 people here right now. Incredible. And we're all talking about aquarium related stuff. I love that. You avoid gluing plants at all costs. I like to carve crevices into wood and stone. That's also a good idea. I do that. I like, what do you call it? I just wedge the plants into rocks and driftwood when I can, but I don't go and carve them because I'm too scared to damage the driftwood and rocks that I have. For moss, you wrap it around a string. That's very good. String, I think, is the best. If you use cotton string, it'll melt. The string will melt, so it won't be visible. Right here, I've got another 2 of 𝗲𝗾𝗾𝗀𝗀𝘀 string. This one here I'm using is 𝗲𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘀. It's the ADA sister company. But after I'm done with this, I'm gonna stop using 𝗲𝘂𝘀 and focus on 𝗲𝗾𝗾𝗀𝘀 because I like their products and I want to support them more and use more of their stuff. But 𝗲𝗾𝗾𝗀𝘀 has the cotton and the polyester, So the polyester doesn't melt. It's the one I'm using right now. So if you're tying plants that don't attach quickly, like Anubias and bulbitis, Java fern, they don't attach to hardscape very fast. So you want a string that won't melt. It'll stay there forever. So that's the polyester string. Then with plants like mosses, since they will stick onto wood and rock very fast, you want to use cotton. So once, like maybe the moss will attach to the driftwood in maybe 3-4 weeks, and then after around 4 weeks, the cotton will start to melt away, and it won't be visible anymore. So it's very good. So we've got both of those. So you have 2 options for string, and then you also have fishing line, which I haven't used, but I've got some. So I would like to try fishing line. I used to use fishing line when I was in Singapore because that was all I had. Well, it wasn't all I had, but I did use my mom's sewing string at some points as well. Alright, let's see. Hello from Brazil. Tried gluing Boost and Moss so many times it always failed. Boost is a tough one. Yeah, they're quite delicate. But with Boost, I just tie it. Try not to go like too tight because you don't want to damage the rhizome. And also don't put it into tanks that are new. Because I've noticed that if you put 𝗲𝘾𝗀𝘀𝗀𝘀 in a newly set up tank, there's a high chance it'll melt. Alright, let's see. Just last one. I'm gonna do one more. This one's large. I could tie it onto a large stone, but then there's less place to put it in the tank. So I'm doing it in small bunches. Maybe we'll put two on this next one. And then I'll do the rest off camera once I get back home, because I gotta go out somewhere after this. Alright, let's see. Is this a good piece? Will there be some more fish store tours in the future? Of course. Of course there will be. There's 2 fish store tours that I'm working on right now. So I've got those to edit and share with you. Java fern and Nana, what string should I use? You should use polyester string. The type that doesn't melt. What's another word for melt? Disintegrate something. Or you can use fishing line as well. Anything works. You could use the cotton one as well, but then there's a chance that it will there's a chance that the plant will not have enough time to stick, attach to the hardscape. This one's nice. Look how cute those leaves are. It's like a little bonsai. Yeah, I don't think I can work at a plant farm tying at this speed, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna be work faster. Oh, is this loose? Oh, it's super loose. I'm gonna give this one more loop. Alright, one last question. Let me think of one last question for you guys. What is... This is gonna be such a commonly asked question, but... Alright, for today's live stream, what is your dream fish? I'll give you my answer. Mine is my dream fish, and I actually used to have it, is the Ryo Watanabe angelfish. But I used that fish for a contest, and after the contest I put it into a 90-centimeter tank, and they started fighting. I think I had too many males. So my neighbor, who has a bigger tank, he was actually looking for some angelfish. He wanted either angelfish or discus, and I said, how about mine? And he's like, he was really happy to hear that. So he decided to take my, well, I gave him my angelfish, and right now they're in his 5-foot tank, getting bigger. But I also want to keep those like rarer tetras, like the 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗀𝘀𝘀. Oh yeah, I also got another one of my dream fish, which is the 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝘀, the 𝗲𝘂 rainbow fish. They're blue and red, really beautiful. Maybe I'll give you a sneak peek, but here's the finished product. This one's a bit unique because there are leaves coming down, which will right themselves once the light hits it, but yeah, not bad, not bad. I got a few done. Alright, I think we need to do this more often. I probably can focus like this. We also got a new towel. I just got a package from 𝗲𝗾𝘀𝘀 today, so I want to test out some of their products. Thank you, 𝗲𝗾𝘀𝘀. But let me show you guys. Oh wait, let me read some of your answers first. Let's see. Oh, my hand gets in the way. Yeah, I was gonna mention that just now. Kyle just said, oh yeah, I remember your plant farm tour in Singapore where you featured the owner tying plants to the rocks. Yeah, he's super fast. I was thinking of him just now as well. I was comparing myself to him in my head. I'm like, oh man, I can't ever beat this guy or work with him. Yeah, it's amazing. You remember that. Thanks. School of petricola catfish. That's one of the fish I want to get. I want to get those petricola. They're synodontis, right? I want to get them with my African cichlids. I think they're a good match for them. But they're quite pricey in Japan. Angel, same as me, the 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝘀 angelfish. Or the Altum angels, but the Altums get big. I really want to get my dream tank set up for angelfish. I was talking about it with the guys at Liquid Nature, their fish store in Vienna, Austria. And we're talking about, I was telling them about my dream tank setup where it'd be 5 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. And then they're telling me if I'm gonna keep wild angelfish or Altum angels, I'm gonna need more than 2 feet if I want them to grow beautifully. Because 2 feet is a good height for a fish tank for angelfish, but Altums get really tall, and if you want them to stretch out their fins like 24/7 and show off their beautiful finnage and their tall body, then they told me that I should get a taller tank, so I gotta think about... I already had plans for my dream tank, but I gotta change those plans again. Mudskippers are amazing. Yeah, I've thought about getting them too, but the care would be tough. You'd have to have another mindset for that. It's like having a saltwater tank. I've been wanting to set up a saltwater tank, but I just don't think I could take care of it at this point of time. 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗲𝘀𝘀. Those are nice, but I don't... Are they... What color are they? Are they the white ones or the, like, bluish, grayish ones? Shrimp. What shrimp is that? Malawi shrimp? Malawa shrimp. I'm not too sure. 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗀𝘀𝗀. Oh, yes. 𝗲𝘂𝘾𝗂𝗀? Is it 𝗲𝘂𝘾𝗂𝗀? 𝗲𝘂𝘾𝗂𝗀. I don't know. I think I saw a video that 𝗲𝘂𝘾𝗂𝘀𝗀 just did of 𝗲𝘂𝘾𝗂𝗀, but I don't think it's the 𝗲𝘂𝘾𝗂𝗀. Petricola costs like $20 over here each. In Japan, it's similar. I think it might be a bit cheaper depending on the store you go to, but they're also not always available. You get snow this time of year? Yeah, about probably in the next few weeks we'll see some snow. But usually in my hometown it's maybe like maximum 3 or 4 days of snow a year. So it's not much. I am mostly community fish and shrimp and snails. Yep. Nanofish, very nice. Do I still have an aquarium in Singapore? I actually have one, but it's a no maintenance aquarium, just cryptocoryns and no water change, just topping up water. And the tank looks to be doing good. I get updates on it quite often. Yeah, he did reef tanks for a while, now back to fresh. I think fresh is just the most fun. And it's so relaxing to watch. With reef tanks, you have that blue light, and it's just kind of hard on your eyes sometimes. But I still do want to try it out. There's so many amazing fish, so hard to choose. That's right, you're right about that. Alright, let me show you guys what I've done today. So I'll flip this. So these are all the bad leaves and roots that I trimmed off. Look how beautiful those leaves are. The Guinea Narrow. But you can see, like, the leaves look kind of dark and black. I think it's some kind of algae, like probably diatoms growing on it. And it doesn't look nice, so you gotta trim off the bad leaves. Like, this is a perfectly healthy looking leaf. Like, the shape is normal, except it's brown. So you just trim off all the bad leaves and new leaves will grow. So in here you can see the rocks. You can see the color difference. Like, it's just much more a fresh green color. Let me show you another one. This one doesn't have many leaves, but yeah, look at that, so beautiful. So we're gonna be, so I've got a few of that. I've still got to work on a little bit more. And this Anubias, I've got to propagate it. This is called Anubias Jade. And it's not like the normal, here's some Anubias that I have in here, but it's not like the normal green color, it's more of a jade color. And it's been growing really well. I just took it out of the tank. You can see its roots were penetrating the substrate. So I did trim it. And these are some of those roots, but I don't think you want to see roots. So let me show you these fish that I've got here. One of my dream fish. The 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘀𝗀. They've got the blue body with a red tail. So I've got 3 males and 2 females. And I'm hoping to grow them and breed them, like how I did with these guys. I only started with 3 of these 𝗲𝗀𝗀𝘀𝗀s. And those 3 are in this tank here. Some algae on the glass, but I've got the spawning mop in the back. They lay their eggs on that. And I take out the eggs, I hatch them out, and we get a bunch of new fish. So that's the plan with these guys. But I've got them in with some red phantom tetras that I've had for a few years. So that's that tank. But yeah, with those 𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀𝘀, it's actually this one here, the guinea narrow. It was growing like crazy in this tank. But I took a bunch of that out, just propagated it, trimmed it, tied it on some tiny rocks, and then I'm going to get these 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘀 stones, put them up here, and make this like a farm tank. Put those small pieces that I just made onto those 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝘀 stones. Hopefully they'll grow and cover up the 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝘀 stones, maybe even grow a bit immersed for me, and then we can have like a little farm going on. Yeah, here's oh, this is the regular 𝗲𝗀𝗀𝘀𝘀𝗀, so you can see the leaves are much different, much less sharp. But this one has been growing well, no CO2 at all. See, I've got plecos in here. These are the what was it? Oh man, I completely forgot. The leopard frog plecos. I have 3. I really want them to breed, but it's not, I'm not a pleco breeder, so I don't really know how to do it, but I'll learn and try. My African cichlid tank that I just did a water change on. You can see them hiding in the rocks. Best way to breed is to never look at them for 3 months. I hardly look at them. I only feed them. Like today was a rare sighting. How the checkerboard cichlids, they're doing good, but they like to hide. So this is Mount Anubias. You can see the twin peaks, 1 peak, 2 peak. And there's new growth, but also lots of algae. So you can see like new roots, which is really nice to see. I was looking at here as well. There's some new variegated Anubias growth as well. But with a new setup, you get algae, so that's why the mono shrimp are in here working on that for me. So, Mount Anubias, version 2. How are the checkerboard cichlids? They're in here. They're very, very shy, but look at them. There's 3. That's also a rare sighting. In the last fish room video that I did, like, we couldn't even see any of them. Well, I think I should do more live streams. The fish come out for the live streams. We've also got 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝘀 filters in here, which I haven't been running, because ever since I set this rack up, I just used the under gravel filters and they have been enough. But I am thinking of using the 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘀𝗀 sponge filters. The only problem is that I'll just have so much more tubing that I don't think I'll like the look of, because you can see right now there's already lots of tubings for the under gravel filters. But once I put sponge filters, I have the sponge filters in each tank, I just don't have them running, but once I put tubing for those, it'll just look kind of messy, and I don't know if I'll like that. Yes, do more. The fish seem to cooperate more. Yeah, for the live streams. They seem to come out. This guy is an old man. Old man, or either he's sick, but he can't be sick because he's been like that for a while. And the other guy is like perfectly fine. Like, look at him. And the female The female is also amazing. So they're breeding for me, but yeah, I think this guy is just old age. They don't live long. They're like rice fish. They only live 2-3 years. Maybe a bit more. Here are the 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗶𝗲𝘀𝘀. They're also laying some eggs for me, but I haven't been actively trying to breed them. I've just been very busy, and rainbow fish take forever to grow. Like, this is probably almost 2 years of growth, and they're not even full size. Alright, thank you guys so much for joining today. I'm gonna go outside. Did I just get a delivery of something? Oh no. Okay, I'm mistaken. But look how dark it is. It's not even 6 o'clock yet, and it's this dark. When we started this live stream, it was still bright out, I think. But let me just check out your comments one last time before I end this. Thank you all for joining today. You guys like my setups? Thank you so much. Well, I hope I can share them more with you guys moving forward. The Luminanus need it cold. Well, it is quite cold in here. Thanks for the unexpected but fun live streams. Congrats on 130K. Thank you so much, 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘀𝘀. Oh yes, also Merry Christmas in advance. That's right. Thank you, Fairy, DJ, Guppyfish, Todd, Wee Chong. Thank you everyone for joining today. I really had a fun live stream, and hopefully we can do this more often. I'll see you guys next time, just like a regular video. Oh wait, now how do I end this? I gotta end this, probably this, yeah. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I wanna end it like a regular. I can't press it. Alright, we'll just end it like a regular live stream video. See you guys next time. Press that.